For me too.
The hell's that for? Is all my stuff just breaking? What the hell?
back to Blood City, a Chicago by Night Chronicle. Last time, our coterie decided that they were going to investigate this cocaine deal at the airport. So let's see how that turns out today. As always, I'd like to go through introductions for each one of you. Please tell us who you are and who you're playing today. Let's start with Sparkles.
Hi everybody, my name is Sparkles, and I'm a Lolita character. My screen name handle is Tokyo Rose. So yeah, we're just gonna have a lot of fun, and Sparkles does what Sparkles wants to do.
Right, I think that puts me as the next one in the line.
Good.
My handle is Nubs the Zombie. Gonna be playing Ben Borson, a big biker. He's Clan Gangrel, and overall he tries to do the right thing, but lately he's very frustrated at being used. So let's see if he can keep his cool this episode.
And I am the Primogen, or Chris. You can find me on YouTube and Twitter with the same name. And I also run the Changeling the Lost campaign Little Book Reunion every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern here on the Onyx Path. I play Augustus the Sombra, who is on a very topsy-turvy road of trying to fit back into society after a brief but intense stint in the Sabbat. But don't tell anyone.
Boy, you just picked the perfect coterie for that, too.
Yes, well, you're the only ones who wanted to have me, so...
So I believe the entire coterie went back to their respective havens, regroup. This is another night. So one by one, please make rouse checks. Come out of your slumber.
Gotcha.
And...
oh well.
Only Ben doesn't gain hunger.
Oh, I read that wrong. I thought I did. For some reason I transposed Augustus and I on the list there.
So, is there going to be an effort to feed, or do you just want to go directly into your adventures?
Oh no, Sparkles is very hungry.
Perhaps I will join you, Sparkles. Unfortunately, my future blood doll is a little under the weather. I might have been taking a little bit too much from her, so I would love to see what the streets of Chicago has to offer.
Sounds good.
How are you hunting today?
Well, let's start off by taking a little walk and see what we can come up with.
Of course. You lead the way and I will... You lead the way and I will follow. Sparkles, I'm sure you know the way quite well.
Yeah, so there's the usual path around near the movie theater area. But I get distracted because there's a playground. Look, Mr. Augustus, there's a playground. Will you put
it certainly is. Oh, but Sparkles, we do have an agenda for today. All right, well, just for 5 minutes, I suppose. I pushed a swing. I wouldn't suppose there's any late-night parents out with their children. Well, not late night, early evening.
Do we see anybody nearby that area?
There's no children near the playground. However, if you roll plus streetwise, you might be able to know where you would find some. What's
plus streetwise? Well then. Oh, well. not exactly my forte, but... Oh! Excellent start.
Go ahead and
For
make
feeding
a
as well.
make a compulsion
yes,
roll. You're just too hungry
That's
today.
the one.
No,
All right, that's the one.
you're hangry.
Yeah.
Your mode.
Is there a way to roll that without just typing in /roll? Because that turns out so...
I don't know. Is there... Bring up the character sheet.
I'll
Compulsion
roll
button.
1d10. It's all right. Oh, that shouldn't be there. Typing with gloves on is rather difficult.
I have 3 successes.
It's good if I can spell as well. There we go. That's a 4. Sparkles shouldn't have any problems, but I might get a little bit hangry.
Oh no, that's so we can find where people are.
Right.
It's true.
Oh, you look so hungry, Mr. Augustus. I think I know where we can go.
Oh, please lead the way. I'm feeling a bit peckish at the moment. I really must say I enjoy your cup. Is that Resident Evil?
It is.
Good choice. Excellent game series, though I do believe number 6 was not that good.
It's me as Jill Valentine and my friend as Chris Redfield.
Delightful. You really looked the part.
So 4 is dominant.
Oh, really? This will be interesting. So I'm being dominant, then. Did we find anyone?
You find outside of the movie theater, apparently someone wants to start their night early. They were pre-gaming. They're kind of hanging off each other. It's a couple. Already drunk. It's only like 8 p.m.
I usually don't drink from blottos, but I suppose I can make an exception. Sparkles, if you don't mind, I'd like to take the initiative here. I do believe I know how to deal with these two. I walk up to them. I'm terribly sorry. Would you mind joining me in the alley for a second? I do believe I've lost my wallet. I could use your help finding it. There might be a reward in it for you, if you're fast.
Hey, we're just trying to have a good time, man.
Well, so am I, and I can't without my wallet, can I?
Roll persuasion and charisma.
Oh, well, I'm hungry, so this is probably not going that well. Persuasion, charisma, you say?
Correct.
There we go. Well, 5 successes, that should do it. I'm being very angrily persuasive, I suppose.
Yeah, you seem like a nice enough guy. Hey, come on, darling. Let's figure
really?
this out. Help this guy find his wallet.
Thank you so much. Sparkles, after you. Pick whichever one you want.
I want the one that's more sleepy.
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell that guy just can't hold liquor at all. He was hanging off his girlfriend. So
Hey, mister, I think the wallet is over there.
Oh, like back here in this alley?
Yeah, I think so. There was something shiny over there.
All right, well,
that must be my wallet. It's quite shiny.
shiny wallet. I'd like to see that. Takes a couple steps in the alley.
Yeah. I don't even waste any time. As soon as he's going for the wallet, or the idea of a wallet, I just go up to the woman, and I bare her neck, and I just chomp down. I can't deal with this. This is ludicrous.
Sparkles, do you follow suit with the other one? Okay. Both of you feed. How deeply do you drink?
I really don't want to kill her, but I am
lost in the crimson bliss. Feel the heat.
So I
Go down your
drink
throat.
enough just for me, and then I say, "Hey, Mr. Augustus, I think we have places."
Oh, yes, of course. I might have had a little bit too much, but not enough to threaten her life for now. She should be thankful that Sparkles is with me. If I was my old self, I would have thought not a second more of it and just dispose of her body in a suitable alley. But now,
So
she'll be fine.
I'll pull his sleeve and start walking.
Yes, fine. I'll lick the wound closed as well.
Oh, do him too.
Of course.
Please, Mr. Augustus.
Fine. I'll lick the man's wound. Where did you bite him? Where is it bleeding from?
Well, this could get entertaining.
All right, fine. I'll just kiss him on the throat, on the neck, or whatever you want to call it.
Yes,
Bring it
kiss
up.
him good night.
Good night, sweet prince. Have the most beautiful dreams, and please stay out of alleys and don't trust strangers. Really, you should know better. We're in Chicago, after all.
Maybe we should put them together so it looks like they fell asleep together.
It's a brilliant idea. Just drag the woman over and kind of dump her on him. There they are, blissfully drunk in an alley. I don't know why I said that. How romantic.
Did you see that, George? Mr. Augustus is being nice.
Of course I am. You bring out the best in me, Sparkle. And George, after all, if it weren't for you, I might have just gone a little too far, I believe.
Could you both roll wits and awareness?
Wits awareness.
Wits is getting a lot of mileage today so far.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, that went well. It's a crit.
So you notice that
yeah, sorry.
Some worker from the, I guess the movie theater, opens the back door after you all finished. Like, hey.
I start reaching for my gun.
No. It's okay. I think they were drunk.
No, of course.
Asleep.
Really, someone should wake them up. This is a dangerous place to be.
Yeah, I'll call the cops. Can't have people hanging out back here.
We just found them like this.
We should just leave them be. It looks like they're asleep.
So regardless, it's your problem now. It's your establishment. Toodaloo. Let's go.
Lulu. Bye.
Bye, see you.
Based on the map I'm looking at of Chicago, they're very likely close to where I plan to have my character pop up.
There we go.
Nice.
Speaking of which, Ben, what are you doing while all this is going on?
I actually just wrapped up hanging out at a bar nearby, just south of Wrigley Field. It's called Roscoe's. So I'll be leaving there and sending a text to. I know I can't send it to Augustus, so I sent it to Sparkles, just saying, "All right, are we meeting up? Still got the dealer to deal with."
Yes, we is.
Of course. As you wish. Sparkles, can you handle the communication? I'm really not that good with electronics.
It's already done, Mr. Augustus.
Oh, perfect. Thank you very much.
Where do you want to meet?
Well, there's this ice cream shop on the corner. That might be really fun. I'm also very much abusing the fact that Sparkles can eat food.
Ooh.
As you should.
I'm exceeding. All right. That is disgusting. But you do you.
Yeah. You definitely do you. Sure, I'll meet you there. Sparkles can get sprinkles.
Yay, sprinkles.
Eat food. That's one of those merits that so few people actually take. And it's so good for maintaining the masquerade.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
So is this thing. It is Chicago, after all.
True enough. All right.
Ice cream shop around the corner, huh? How's the ice cream there?
Oh, it's so delicious.
No.
They have this new flavor called Zunda. It's like a soybean flavor. But otherwise, I really like the green tea flavor or the regular cream.
Soybean?
Yeah, I think I tried those when I was in Vietnam.
Yeah, it's like all the rage right now in Harajuku.
Huh.
So what do you order there?
Oh, so I'm definitely getting that.
Okay.
With sprinkles.
So you all meet there, correct?
Yeah.
I also highly recommend the ice cream sandwiches.
Right.
I shall have to take a rain check on that, but I'm certain they're delicious. Soybean, you said. I wasn't aware that soy came in beans.
I'll pass. I need to maintain my girlish figure.
You guys are missing out.
I'm certain. Eat another scoop for me, won't you?
Yay, more ice cream for Sparkles.
Somehow I can picture her with gummy bears.
So what do you I guess you're all there. You're in an ice cream shop.
With hush tones to make sure no one else can hear, I'm mentioning, well, if you recall, we heard about Kathy, the dealer. We still have to deal with that. She's supposed to be at the airport tonight, if I recall.
That's the name of the dealer, yes, Kathy.
Or Catherine.
No, Catherine. Well, we have some options. Either we do it a simple way and we just dispose of this Catherine, and we can claim the reward, and when someone else picks up whatever she was doing, we'll be far away from all the trouble. Or we follow her, see where she goes, get rid of the whole operation, take it over, earn insane amounts of money, and we'll be set for our life.
Should we call Mr. Noah?
That might be an idea. Also, I do believe my face is completely vanishing into the background of the stream, but that's just because I'm so difficult to capture on picture.
It does make sense. What would we tell Noah if we were to call him? I mean, it'd be a little weird if we say, hey, we'd like to meet your top drug dealer.
I would just call and say, hey, Mr. Noah, we have some business at the airport, and we're just letting you know that we're going to stop by.
Yeah, that's true. That would be courteous.
Oh, Mr. Justice, you're vanishing.
Yes, well, slightly. I'm just testing things out. I do believe that's a good idea. We can also always say that we heard through reliable sources that he is the one to speak to when it comes to certain illicit substances. Not sure if he would fall for that bait. It would be the common kind of trick that police officers would use, but that's another option.
I think it's coming on a little too strong.
We could simply also track him down and wait for his next delivery, or meet up with Kathy and just catch both of them in the act, so to speak. I could certainly put a fear of God in him. He won't touch another needle.
Do we know anyone that can hack into camera surveillance systems?
No.
Crickets.
I don't know anyone in the city, so maybe Steak Man could do it. T-Bone was his name?
Well, because if there was a drug deal happening, and say we were to stream it on the internet and catch them in the act, then that's all the evidence they need, and they would go to jail by them.
That's certainly true.
and there would be a lot of fallback coming our way.
Well, if they don't know we did it,
True.
you can hack into anywhere remotely.
That's true.
Are you adept with computers?
No, but I've seen it on the internet, so it must be possible.
Don't look at me. I have absolutely no talent for the things.
I mean, we could also be undercover with our own cameras that are streaming to the internet. They do it on Periscope all the time.
Periscope, that's some new television program.
Yes, live action video all the time.
Well, that still raises the question of how we're going to even be part of any exchanges or whatnot, because at this point we're an unknown factor.
Well, I think that's a good course of action to relatively be unknown. Because if they don't know who they're dealing with and shit happens, it's not our fault.
Well, when it comes to criminals, the unknown factor is always assumed.
Well, unfortunately, this is quite far from my field of expertise, so you will...
I'm out of the game, but I used to ride and do this exact thing. Coke was
Hey,
a big thing for...
maybe one of the people that you're helping at the shop, maybe they know something about computers.
Oh, about computers, of course.
Oh, David.
One of the people at the shop?
One of the kids I've been teaching how to build motorcycles and whatnot. Any of them shown an aptitude towards computers or anything?
Yeah, I mean, that's more up to you at this point. You want somebody who, one of the kids...
Yeah, sounds like a temporary contact to me.
Okay.
Or a touchstone. Yeah, I can use it as a touchstone.
All
right. Like, actually, it's funny you say that. Carlos, that boy you saw last time you picked me up, he's actually been studying. Kid's got a chance for going to DigiPen, some gaming college up in the Northwest.
Gambling? They have colleges for that.
Gaming, like video games, Mario.
Oh, Mario. Yes, I do believe I've heard of that. It's a strange little plumber, right?
I think so, yeah.
Strange.
Yeah, he got us out of old registers and everything. The kid's got a talent. So, yeah, let's head by the shop. Carlos probably is there now. As long as nobody's giving him a hard time, he should be willing to help.
Of course.
You got a ride?
Not since last time, no.
Okay, let's all go with my car.
I'll take my bike.
Oh, you have a driver, that's true.
Yes.
It's true.
Yeah.
You're always so full of helpful surprises. You really are an asset to this team, Sparkles.
Thank you, Lizzie.
And of course, Ben as well.
I'm a bit like unlife insurance. I don't do much until you need me, and then you're really glad you have me.
That is funny. That's a good joke. I'm laughing, really. It's just on the inside.
Which of you go to the shop?
Put you through a wall.
Yes, I know, but you wouldn't because you like my face too much.
All right, so follow me. We'll go to the shop, and with that, I start up the bike and head on over.
Delightful. Let's go. I must say, I'm a little bit tense. It's been quite a while since I killed someone, and I'm not really used to dealing with things in this roundabout manner.
Yep. And how is the Ben's motorcycles doing at this time of night when we get there?
Have a
You know, if
couple
I was a
people
smart
working
man,
or
I
what?
would have called ahead.
Yeah, right. So luck is with you. Your buddy Carlos is present and he's working on a bike.
All right. Dismounting them like, hey, Carlos, got a moment?
Yeah, Ben, what's up?
Uh, got a bit of an issue here. Sparkles here had an idea, and we need somebody who's good with computers. She could probably explain it better than I can.
Oh, hey, Sparkles. Hey, pleasure to meet you.
Hello, nice to meet you. Curtsy.
Oh
You,
Okay, so we have this thing that's happening, and what we would like to do is would like someone to hack into a security camera at the airport and expose someone who's doing terrible things.
Okay, someone's doing terrible things, but you want somebody to hack into a security camera.
Yes, so we can broadcast it on the internet or record it and then send it to the authorities.
Okay. So, is this part of like a hidden TV show or something? What's going on here?
You could say that. I like hidden TV shows.
We're trying to help out a friend who's wanting to take some bad stuff off the street.
Bad stuff, huh?
You know, the kind of stuff your brother's into.
Shit, that's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but since you... no fault back on you, you know. It's all on us.
I mean, I know how to operate a camera remotely, but I mean, hacking in, like, do you have access to their mainframe or something? Like, what are you talking about here?
What would we need?
Well, you're beyond Ben's expertise with the word mainframe.
This seems like an awfully convoluted way of doing things. We're trying to find the location of a meeting. But how we do that?
The best way we can describe it is it's like a spy movie.
I mean, that sounds fun and all, but like, how you got to find a meeting? How does a security camera help you find a meeting?
Are you able to track someone's cell phone?
I mean, they do that at the phone shop. You go down to like Verizon or whatnot. They can track people that have their service. I know that.
Would they do that for us though? If it's not our phone?
Maybe if it's your friends and family or something. You got a lost kid. That's something they offer.
That is a very good suggestion. But if we know where the location for their meeting usually goes down, then perhaps we can find this security camera, get some footage, and study it, I suppose.
So, honestly, though, where's the hidden camera? These are a bunch of weird questions. You guys are, I mean, kind of look a bit interesting here. Is this like a show we're putting together now? I mean, like, I don't get what's going on here.
We could put a little camera inside of George. I don't think he would mind.
I walk up to this. What was his name again? This
Carlos.
friend of yours, Carlos. Let's just forget we even spoke, all right? And I cast Cloud Memory. It works automatically on unsuspecting mortals, right?
Yep. And I have never broken the Masquerade with Carlos, so he would know jack.
Yeah, but this entire conversation is really strange. So, you mean he wouldn't be prepared for it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Good, excellent.
He's in a daze for a couple seconds, and then he goes back to working on the bike.
Perfect. That bike is coming along rather well, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, name's Carlos.
Hey.
What are you up
Nice to meet you, Carlos.
I introduce. I'm like, this is my friends, Augustus and
Augustus.
Sparkles.
Sparkles.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Oh, aren't you cute? Pleasure to meet you too.
You're an interesting jugular, Carlos. Did someone ever tell you that? Or anyone even?
Mr. Augustus, let's go over there outside.
Of course.
Augustus.
Regular, no. Argus. Hey, Ben, bye.
Goodbye. Yes. I was just complimenting him.
I know, Mr. Augustus is very, how do we say, tense this evening.
I shake my head and I wave goodbye to Carlos. I'm like, thanks. Have a good day.
Would you rather I'd killed him?
No, that wouldn't be very nice, Mr. Augustus.
Only if I can turn you into a Muppet.
Hold on.
Again with the Muppets.
No, but I like Muppets. They sing, they dance, and they're so happy.
Yes. I suppose they are. Well, shall we get going then to the Verizon? Is that what it's called?
Okay, hold on. What
you wouldn't like these kind of Muppets anyway.
So, I don't know if they would track her phone number. We would need to know her phone number first. But...
Well, we do know this other fellow.
Yeah.
If we can trace where he's been going, what was his name again? Was it this mortal that we're trying to track down and stop from using cocaine? Because apparently that's an awful thing to do. We know his name.
Agent Walter.
Agent... No, that's the one who spoke to us to stop it, right? No, I'm confused. Who's doing the deal with him?
He is the addict.
He is the addict. Well,
no,
perfect.
Oh no, Mr. Walters is the agent.
Who has the coke problem?
Well, the problem is that's happening at the airport.
Well, and his nose.
Yeah, to clarify, the reason he's asking for outside help rather than just having a raid, bugging the whole place, is because he's addicted to the substance. Yeah.
Right. So we need to find and track this Kathy person. Kathy.
Yeah.
And we ultimately have to get rid of the cocaine, I suppose.
Yep.
Well, then the course seems absolutely clear. We'll just find out when the next shipment is delivered. We'll go to the airport. We'll talk to the people there. Find out who this Kathy is, if she knows anyone. And we'll follow her when she arrives to get the products. We're not in a hurry, are we?
I don't think it's as easy as following her, though. I think she would be suspicious.
Does your mind control work long term?
Well, it can certainly work in the way that I give her an instruction and she'll follow it until it's done. I'm not entirely sure how long it lasts. Usually I just tell them to look away and I kill them, but could certainly try.
Have people at the airport controlled call you? When the shipment comes in?
I don't believe it would last that long, I'm afraid. Although, on the other hand, I could simply tell them that, hey, we are customers interested in this kind of shipment if they're selling. Only lasts for a little bit, I'm afraid. Again, never had much use of it on long-term notice.
Well, I can't exactly go Hulk smash through the airport.
Maybe we should call Rosa.
Oh, the gang roll.
Oh, that's...
Because maybe she would know, or maybe we could tag along and it would be fun.
Your definition of fun is quite different from mine, but,
No, I'm talking
Ben,
about... I'm talking about if
didn't she say she was going to call us?
I don't recall.
I could have sworn she said she was going to call us for an update. My mistake.
I think let's call her and tag along. We're here to make friends, right?
You know, as an attorney, no, she's a animal rights attorney.
I mean, if we know who's having it delivered, she could claim that they're importing illegal animals or things like that. That's usually
that's a
cause
good
for.
idea. That's such a good idea, Mr. Augustus.
Really? That was, wow. What do they say, spitballing it? Is that what they call it? Really, if we're going to involve her, certainly it has some to do with something about animals, right?
Yeah. Well,
Alright, I'm going to put this thing away. It's been bothering me for a while. So, we have a few options. We could try to track her phone, find out more information about this Kathy, and pursue that lead. Or we could talk with Rosa, see if we can get some information about the next shipment. We can
talk to Walter and see if he can offer us some sort of in or aid.
I suppose, but you also know us already. We pretended to be European agents, did we not? Or at least I did.
Yeah. I believe we were... Wait, what kind of agent?
Wasn't it Interpol? No? Did I imagine that?
No, it's the DEA.
See, this is what happens when I don't take notes and I have a really short memory.
That sounds like the plot from Vampire the Masquerade Redemption.
Yeah. On the other hand, I'm having an issue with the fact that I have to play a character who's way dumber than I am. So it's like, would Ben actually think of this?
Yes, well...
Right. Well, I think Noah thinks that we're on his side, so we might be able to play that as an in.
Yes, I think you're right. We shall request information on when the next shipment arrives. If he knows, then we'll pursue that. If he doesn't, we'll see if he can give us contact information with this Kathy, his dealer. She should surely know. We could even force it out of him if we want.
We could play it like we're doing him a favor. Act like we think that Rosa's going to attack his shipment to protect it.
That's a good idea. We're extra muscle brought in to protect whatever it is that's being delivered.
Well, just remember, if we cross him, we'll never be allowed at the airport ever again.
That's true. He doesn't need to know that we crossed him. If Rosa goes in and does something, then obviously he's going to think it was her. We might just accidentally look the other way while she burns the shipment, or whatever she does. Tears out the throat of this Kathy, or...
We let Rosa know, and she performs a feint. A weak attack to just keep up our cover, to get us in.
Do you think she'd do that? Wouldn't her pride get in her way?
Not if it leads to a bigger payout.
Wolves work as a pack, one nipping at the heels of prey, one after the other, working together to weaken and take down bigger game than any of them could do on their own. This is simply a nip to lead the prey to us.
Very well, you seem to have a good idea of what to do. I think we should pursue this. I don't have any better ideas myself, loath as I am to admit it.
All right.
Sounds fun.
With that, I give Rosa a call, because she's the first step, and ask her if she... I give her a call. Let's play this out.
Hey.
Since I've got her a more direct number now.
Ben.
All right, so we talked to Walter about what we talked about, and we were wondering if you could do us a favor.
Favor?
Yeah, pretend to annoy our friend so that our friend thinks that we're fending you off.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Permission to speak freely?
Depends what you
Who
say.
are you asking?
Rosa.
Oh, right.
In other words, I'm asking if it's okay if she's in an area that she can hear such. Not going to breach the Masquerade, obviously. But, I say, we're going to tell Noah that we were thinking we'd tell Noah that we're going to attack his next ship, and he'll hire us to protect it. And your fake attack will cement us in.
Are
And
you
allow
saying
us
you
to...
found evidence that Noah's tied to this?
It's coming through the airport, and he claims to know everything that's going on. It's a bit of a gamble, but it's one we think will pay off. What is your thoughts?
Seems like a risky move. I mean, you're threatening someone in their own domain. I mean, you're trying to convince them to hire you. Like, what is this sort of like sitcom?
Ocean's 3.
Ocean's 3? Yeah, that sounds about right. I think I caught that one.
Unless you come up with a better idea, because we can't think of a way to get in with these drug dealers. Short of cramming 3 pounds of Peruvian up my nose.
I'm
Are you trying to
so
say-
interested
okay.
in hearing what this conversation is about.
So what? I don't understand what you want me to do.
We were wondering if you could pretend an attack on his next shipment.
To show aggression? Pretend an attack? What does that even mean? Like Nerf bats? What are you talking about, pretend an attack? When I attack, I kill.
One that nip at his heels, worry him. Do not
He
so
seems
much.
pretty already worried from what you said earlier.
A feint. You know, a rabbit punch.
Yeah, but these are like generic terms. What would I be fake attacking?
His dealers. The people handling his shipment.
Right.
So
Other than-
I'm gonna poke
And then when we defend,
Ben.
you back off.
you want
Thus
to fight me?
making it look
Fake
only
fight?
in...
We're fake fighting in front of the drug dealers? How does this help?
Never mind. I think this plan is not as good as I had it on paper. Rosa, do you have any expertise? I cannot think of a way to get in here.
Look, I just wanted you to get some information. Like, if you don't want to, like, you don't have to. But that's the only reason I was in the airport. I was just looking for some information. I just want to stop them from dealing the drugs. Just get the DEA and an anonymous tip on where they are.
And
Who's doing
Walter has stated that he has a bit of a problem that makes it so he can't call a raid. Thus, he's asked us to solve it.
Yeah, that makes sense. He doesn't want his name involved. He wants something else to happen.
And we can't exactly go busting in there like some superhero squad.
Is she on speaker? Or are you talking just like this?
Did Ben, you know,
Mm.
if you ask to put it on speaker, he will. But remember, Ben's kind of simple. He doesn't think.
That's fine. You clearly are deep in a conversation. I don't want to bother, but I am quite curious what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Actually, Ben, would you mind putting her on speaker? I'll try to stay far away enough that my voice won't bother the signal. Actually, I don't even think she can hear my voice.
Pop it on speaker, but keep the volume low.
All right. If I'm to understand correctly, I'm just going to go on what I've heard. Would you want us to get rid of this cocaine trade? That's the ultimate goal here, correct?
That's all I'm asking.
Did you hear? Yeah. These are bad people, correct? Not innocents in any way.
I assume they're mostly bad people. I'm sure there's a lot of innocence tied up with it. I mean, that's how I found Walter in the first place.
Killing a few cocaine dealers shouldn't be an issue. We'll simply have to find out when and where they deliver things. We'll follow them at a suitable distance and then just kill them. No one's going to miss cocaine dealers.
I don't think it's very nice to kill people, but I think it would be fun.
Cocaine kills people.
I'm actually.
Doesn't it?
Sounds like this would solve your problem, Rosa, and
Listen, I'm not
fall
calling
back
for a
on you.
hit. I'm just calling. I just want Walter to have this problem resolved. He didn't ask me to go in there guns blazing. That's why I didn't. I could have. I could have slaughtered half the airport if I wanted.
Very well.
It's true. You are more powerful than all of us combined.
I do
Don't
have
forget
another
it.
idea. We'll just simply scare them shitless. Tell them that there's a new leader in town. They would do well not to come back here anymore. And if that doesn't sell it, we'll just kill one of them to bring down the point.
I don't think that's what she's saying, Mr. Augustus. I think just simple information.
All right, to sell to the police.
Well, I don't think we're at that point where you are yet.
All right. Well, you're. I may be getting ahead of myself. Let's just find out when the shipment is arriving and figure out where they go, and we'll work on from there. We're doing too much planning ahead. You're right.
I am not. And I say this out loud.
What? Say it again?
You cut off. I didn't.
Ben sighs heavily and says, I am not a planner. This is not what I like to do.
Listen, you all seem confused. Like, all I wanted you to do is you have a special set of skills, as we all know. So, you used them to find me, note, and track me down. Just do the same thing. Noah
All
thinks you're after me. So if you go back to the airport, maybe you wanted me to be involved. How about you wanted a feign, right? Well, if he asks you why you're back at the airport, say you're looking for him, and his people can be looking for you too. How about that? Does that help?
That works.
That is helpful.
It's a good suggestion.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything better, so I am getting a tension headache from this.
Last time we had no one who could fight, and now we have no one who can think.
It's not really that. It's the fact that we're dealing with models in a way that I'm not used to. Just tear the throats out. There are more. There's 7 billion of them.
Just joking. I'm just joking.
Yes, I know.
All right. Let's. I guess next stop is Noah, face to face, huh?
I suppose.
Out. I think if we I tell Rosa, all right, we'll try that and we'll get back to you. Have a good night. And say my goodbyes, hang out. Yeah.
Bye.
All right, with that, I turn to them with the phone off and say, I think we should just show up and start looking. That way it makes our story believable. I mean, if we go to him first, it looks a little staged.
Of course, we'll scour the airport for Rosa, and
If
I'm sure he'll notice.
Yeah, he'll send somebody, ask the question, and we'll just be frank.
Frank who?
It's
See, I can joke too.
what?
Never mind.
Simpleton's fun.
Right, then, well, off we go to the airport again.
Alright. Head on over there.
Yes, this is Blood City, a Chicago O'Hare story.
It's a good set piece. It's a good set piece. It should get more attention. O'Hare's nice.
Beautiful airport. Amazing.
Yeah, sure is. Has a lot of tunnels, too, apparently.
So, do you just all head to the airport the same way that you came to this, or were you the ice cream shop still, or no, you went to the auto mechanic?
Yeah, we were at
Yes,
the place.
yes.
Yeah. Very likely.
Off we go again.
Alright. Off to the airport.
Alright, the airport's busy, but it's not as busy as last time, not as congested. Standard for Chicago O'Hare, so it's quite busy, but not packed solid against people, anything like that.
Well, do we do a repeat of last time? Do I simply have someone call out for, was it Rosa Hernandez? What was her last name?
Hernandez, correct, yeah.
Hernandez. I mean, that seemed to get his attention last time, so...
Well, last time we called for him, but... No.
Yes, well, he will certainly hear it if we call out for her.
I think we should be a little more subtle this time.
But not subtle, not too subtle. He might not even notice we're here.
Shouldn't we be doing this when we think that Catherine will be here?
Sure. You mean we should be looking for her as well?
Probably.
Can't kill two birds with one stone.
If you call out for Rosa
Sure.
and Catherine's here, she's probably going to bolt, and I can keep an eye out for her.
That's true. But on the other hand, it's a very, very big airport, and there's a lot of parking garages. So...
And I only have two eyes.
Do we know how Kathy looks?
Suddenly...
Alright. Well, I think we're once again... Alright, I think we're once again making this a little bit too complicated. Did we... I'm sorry, my memory is very fuzzy from last time. Did we ever talk to Fly... Oh, that's not how he introduced himself, but did we ever talk about the owner of this establishment, about Kathy? Or did he tell us about her? No, that was it was Walter, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Then why not simply ask if we can set up a meeting with her? Perhaps we're looking to aid in the distribution of this illicit material. Or at least considering it, asking her for the prices. Just a simple meeting. We don't have to meet any kind of agreement.
No, that would blow our cover with Rosa.
Unless we state that the reason we're asking is because Rosa's after her.
But then if Noah knew something, then wouldn't he warn?
This is complicated.
This sounds like venture business. Intrigue over each other.
Remind me again. No one knows that Rosa is after her, right?
Knows that Rosa has been poking around, but not why.
That's right. So we can
let's
tell.
start talking to a cafe, because if we stand here and we're deliberating, we'll certainly attract attention.
Of course. So as we're walking, he knows that Rose has been poking around. We know where she's been poking around. We've met with her friend, and we know that he's been buying cocaine from the person delivering it to this airport, who is delivering it under the approving gaze of Noah.
So I think we should just do things really simply, and just also walk around the airport, talk to people, and see if we see anything suspicious. And if Mr. Noah sees us and asks us why we're here, we can say that we heard that Rosa will be here, and we're looking.
Right. right.
I don't really have any better suggestions. So I do believe that's a good idea. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's not a good idea. I'm saying it's a good idea.
Because isn't that what Rosa said on the phone?
I'll let you take lead on that one because Ben is thoroughly confused. He's mildly contemplating going and trying his own plan.
Well, everyone can split up and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, why not? You can do that.
You know what?
Sure.
That works. I'm gonna pretend to be looking for to purchase.
But remember, the plan is if we get noticed to say that we're looking for Rosa because that's what she said.
Yeah,
of course. We're looking for Rosa. Someone asks us.
She might be here.
Now, who would be...
So let's try not to talk to anybody unless they look really suspicious, okay?
So simply walk around the airport trying to spot some kind of suspicious activity.
Exactly.
So it's essentially like an alley cat hunt, except for without Rar.
But maybe I should stay with Mr. Augustus.
I was thinking just go ask some of the luggage people if they know anything, and then I can just wipe their minds clean.
That's a great plan.
All right, I will go do that. I'm sure they would know. The foot people always know. The foot folk, even. All right, so we'd have to get onto the tarmac, and I do know where the lounge is for the employees. That would be a good place to start looking, actually.
You have been there before, correct?
I have been. I make my way there. Is there anyone stopping me?
Just the electronic lock.
Oh.
One.
I'm with him.
No, I think we all split up.
Oh, we did? Okay. I wasn't sure if that was the final.
I'll simply wait until some personnel come walking past, and they go, "Okay, I'm terribly sorry. I'm trying to catch their attention. I'm looking for a friend of mine in here. Can you help me find him? Do the whole dominate thing."
Sure, relatively easy for you.
Perfect. I go inside. I start looking for any seedy-looking personnel. I'm not sure. Well, seedy, actually, not so sure. Anyone who looks like they might be interested in spending the evening snorting cocaine.
Sure. Let's see. Science for health, then.
I suppose.
Yeah, do a intelligence and medicine.
Oh dear.
That look.
All right. Here we go. One success. I can spend a willpower to potentially get one more success. Is that going to be enough? One?
You can't necessarily diagnose
No.
but for certainty whether anybody is. You can definitely tell the difference who looks like they're eating mostly fruits and vegetables and works out all the time versus who's either a little stressed out, a little shaky.
Yes.
Like,
a little shaky. Perfect.
You don't know
I just
cocaine,
approached
could be
him.
caffeine. But...
Could be caffeine, of course. I simply approached him and go, "My friend, could you potentially tell me where I might find someone who knows about the latest shipment of, what's the term, cocaine?" And I dominate again, because obviously it's my one trick. No, that's right, correct. I cannot ask them to tell me answers.
Well, I mean, since you do that, they will repeat that sentence back to you. They tell you
that's true.
The question.
That's true. Yes, my friend.
Say, point at your dealer.
That's true. Would I be able to figure that out on my own? I could roll an intelligence check to see if I'm smart enough to realize.
You want to roll for something like that? Sure.
I don't really want to.
Okay.
I had another idea, though. I'm simply going to be persuasive in a normal way. My friend, you look like you have a stressful life. Lots of deadlines, troublesome relationship, ghastly working hours, clearly. How do you stay alert, fit? How do you keep your attention? Also, don't mind it. I'm just a curious person. What am I doing here? This is terrible.
Well,
this was not a good plan.
I like to eat, like a really hearty breakfast. Like, I suppose, like...
Really?
Couple cups
you
of coffee.
Don't look like a...
Make coffee all the time right here. You want a cup?
Coffee isn't really all you take to keep yourself on the get-go.
No, of course not.
Anything else? I promise you, I'm interested myself. As you can see, I'm having a hard time keeping it together. I'm deathly pale. I think I'm anemic.
Well, I got a little secret. It's true. Now look back here. He opens up the refrigerator. He's like, I always keep right behind. You see all these paper bags, these bag lunches. If you reach all the way in the back, pulls out a Red Bull. He's like, I hide them back there because if anybody sees these, they go fast. So don't you go stealing my Red Bull, but that's a neat little trick for you. Make sure you put them in the back of the fridge behind everybody else's stuff.
Sparkles isn't here to keep me in check.
Nor is Ben.
Delightful. Would you mind just coming along for a second? Into this closet, come with me into this closet.
Are you dominating or are you just asking?
I'm just dominating him.
Just dominating? Okay, yeah, he does. He goes with you if you just dominate him, yeah.
Slightly aggravated right now, so I think I am going to drain him dry and leave him in the...
Oh, you froze. Wow.
Wow.
So evil that he froze the screen.
Yeah, that's the loss of humanity right there, bro. Sombra.
Does he scream really when I drain him?
I don't think he would scream unless you're trying to make it painful. I
thought you screamed. That he screamed. I'm sorry.
No, you froze.
No, of course.
Your screen froze for a good 12
seconds.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Well, I was freaking out and moving about. It's probably bothering the digital thing, whatever. Yes, I do drain him because I am very angry. I don't know what to do. These mortals are complicated, and my allies don't think that we should do things the way I want to do them. So, yes,
all right. Well,
I dispose of him and I leave.
The good news is you have 0 hunger.
Perfect.
The bad news that you get a stain. How many stains is that? I forget. I think there might be multiple stains involved with that.
Yeah, death of a human's usually 2 or 3 at least.
It's true.
All right, so this was kind of a cold blood. This wasn't even a passion. So
no.
Yeah, take max stains. So is that 3? It's temporary though.
I've never had a stain before. Oh.
Theoretically.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to deal with this.
Next time you rest, you get to roll 1d10, and if you get a success, you do.
You cut off the...
You kind of
I said
off.
Next time you rest, 1d10, and if you get a success, you don't, but you lose the stains. As your character becomes fine with what you did, and if you fail to get a success, you lose humanity.
Degeneration.
That's fine. I have plenty of it to lose.
Right. So start with a high score, don't we? All 7s.
Yeah. Which is strange when you think about it. Regardless, let's proceed with someone else who's more skilled at this than I am.
Yeah. Next scene. How about Sparkles? What were you doing?
Okay, so I'm going to find the food court area,
Okay.
and I'm gonna buy a pizza, and I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna look at people to see if there's anyone that looks mildly really agitated or really uptight.
Okay. Make roll for this, probably investigation and resolve, not because you are being patient about this.
Okay, 2 success.
Do you have prospects power?
I don't think so. Oh, yes, I do.
Okay, so what abilities do you have in Auspex?
It just says the description, which is enhance their senses, strengthen sight or hearing to a supernatural
Oh,
level.
you have heightened senses? Is that the ability you have?
Yes.
That means you get to add your aspects to your perception rolls.
So, you do see somebody kind of like scratching around the corner. Looks like they pulled something out of a trash can. A little twitchy. Looks around. Sees that you spotted him, and he just like walks away. He just like immediately turns and walks away. Drops the food that he was trying to munch on it. Garbage can.
I'll follow him at a distance.
Okay. So are you trying to maintain subtlety? Go ahead and roll.
Yes.
What's the stealth plus exposure? I guess because you're trying to be cool about it.
Okay, so it says stealth, and then I have the attributes. So, like strength or
Composure should work.
Okay.
Trying to make it not look like you're
critical success. Critical hit.
Ooh, nice.
You find it looks like a propped open door that goes into the back. Some areas that people aren't supposed to be. Looks like the setup is that the alarm is supposed to go off if the door's propped open. You see like the wire and everything, but something must be wrong with it. Sneaks back there, and it goes into the employee-only areas, back into the airport and areas that travelers aren't supposed
to. Okay, so I will text everybody my location and say that I'm following a suspicious character and the door's propped open. I might need help.
All right, I'll head to her.
But I'm gonna keep going.
I hold up my phone. It's like, can I even see on the display that I got a text? I suppose. Oh.
Need to get you smoke signals or something.
That actually took Sparkles a minute to find this guy. So Ben, what were you doing in the meantime?
I was actually wandering the court or the walkways and whatnot, looking for somebody who's not exactly going with the crowd. They're not going to any one destination. Like a dealer will typically stand around or be working a path and whatnot. So I was kind of looking for that.
Sure. Why don't you also make a resolve and investigation roll to checking stuff out?
Okay. I'm also going to make a rouse roll to activate my my toughness. And that's a hunger gain. We got that investigation roll coming in with resolve. 2 success.
You notice that you are starting to be watched. It looks like security's watching you. You make any action to evade security or engage security or anything like that? Or do you just continue looking?
I'm a big, not stealthy dude, but yeah, I'm gonna try to lose him. Dex plus stealth?
Yeah, Dex plus stealth if you want to just like actually like, hide around the corner or that kind of thing. Start away.
Alright, Dex.
Oh, but it says you got 2 successes. Was that enough? I'll make this a resisted roll. So, if it's success, you do not compulsion.
Pulling up the compulsion page just in case.
Oh, it's a failure. So you do have compulsion. They see you darting around, and now they want to approach you, but you get to have a compulsion that's going to come. This is your action work.
All right, let's go see what an 8 gets us. Paranoia.
Oh, nice. Perfect for when they're looking at you suspiciously.
Is it really paranoia when they actually are after you?
Good point.
All right. They approach me.
Sure. Are you trying to run away from something?
Well, let's see here. I'm minding my own business, and here I have Joe Schmo in a badge following me around. You either want to ask me out, or you want to put me in cuffs. Who's to say I want either one?
Well, I mean, this is the airport. We got to keep security, so.
Oh, so you're saying I did something wrong?
No, but we have to look at everybody.
Oh, so you're saying that you're following me for another reason?
Yes. In fact, I believe you know him as Noah. He would like to talk to you.
Oh, fuck me up the goat ass.
Just then you get the text from Sparkles.
Well, this can't possibly be good. Play this. All right. I'm like, well, lead the way, Joe Copper. Like waving my hands in the air and acting I'm some put-upon guy.
He brings you to the same office that the assistant brought you to last time.
And while he's leading the way, because his back is to me, I'm going to shoot a quick text. I'm made. Be there as soon as I can.
The rest of you received that as well. But first we'll finish this. Knocks on the door.
I assume my paranoia stays in.
Oh, yeah. So you feed.
Yeah,
Mr. Gruel,
this is going to be fun.
It's a really easy way to deal with that, you know?
Yeah, pull Flyboy in 2.
Just empty him.
The individual you requested? Here you go. So you're back. That means that business is done?
We heard rumor that Rosa was here, and we figured what better way to solve the problem, or your problem, than to get rid of her while she's here. But then I got this guy here wanting to bother me, ruining everything. I mean, I'd love to help you out, but looks like you got me in handcuffs here.
I suppose that is unfortunate that we spotted you before we spotted her. But she's around here, again. Told her to...
Well, that's what I was trying to confirm.
Oh, trying to confirm? So think she's here.
Well, knowledge is just stuff that you've confirmed. Everything starts as an idea. Everything starts as a rumor.
Okay.
And I'm, like, making sure I'm getting closer to the door. Like, I'm thinking that this is some sort of ambush. Like, my posture is feeling slightly threatened type of thing.
Oh, I think I see what's going on. You, looks around, making sure that nobody's close. Goes and locks the door. Hungry?
Why? Do I look hungry? I mean, is there a problem? Am I showing off?
It's okay. How about that, I know that's gonna be difficult for you to accept an offer, but how about, here. He unlocks the door again. Opens it. That side, it looks both ways. Calls the guard back. Why don't you have some of him? Take your revenge on the police state.
Oh, those are the wrong words.
Like,
Ben looks at him like the dude's like, there's something wrong here. It's too easy. He poisoned it or something for a bit before he's gonna. If you want me to, I will. But he's gonna try to be like, okay, let's just end this and bite the dude. Like slam him against the wall and bite him.
All right. Like, okay, easy now. Take what you need.
All right. Dropping down to 1. Not gonna kill the employee in front of the boss.
Now I know tracking can be a bit stressful. Don't worry, he'll be duly compensated. I'll put the rest of the guards on alert, but since I'm down 1, why don't you go back out there? Here, he hands you a key pass to get into some of the back areas. I expect
right.
this back, but yeah, go ahead and find her if you can.
All right, I'll let you know either way.
Sounds good.
All right. And with that, I dip out after taking a second to lick the guy's wounds for him.
So Augustus, you were not delayed, or did you just go to try to find Sparkles?
Well, I finished hiding the body behind some cans of soup or something like that, and I just brush myself off and I head outside. If there's anyone who saw me, or if I saw anyone seeing me, I'm just going to take a little moment to make them forget about it, and I go up to see Sparkles, or go wherever she said she was.
So Sparkles, as you follow this gentleman, dating his notice, you do see that he then ducks through a second door down the hallway that appears to go be like an outdoor area. You then proceed out of the hallway area into the larger clearing.
Yes, but can I activate my celerity, or is that something that's always active?
Depends on
Depends
which
on the
ability.
power.
So it's rapid reflexes.
Okay, yeah, you can
If that works.
you can activate that, I believe, right?
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna continue my pursuit.
Penalties. Okay, no, that one is passive. So that is always active. You don't have to.
Okay, cool.
So you're gonna pursue him really quickly.
Yes.
Catching up with him, you notice that this isn't. It's not actually outdoors. It's more like this. And there's like a second floor. And maybe he's got celerity too, because suddenly he's on the second floor. Ledge, kind of thing. Ladder up to it.
Wow.
Let me know when I catch up. I have a power that works here.
Well, I'm gonna keep like sending out my location. I guess it'll be one of those like map tracking things, so they can follow.
And with my key card, I can catch up pretty quick.
I'm not going to be able to follow some digital directions, unfortunately. Phones simply don't work that way for me, I'm afraid. They just break down.
So, since Augustus, you're wandering trying to find her, right?
Yes, that's essentially it, yes.
Okay, well then Ben should be shortly behind you. Bumping you.
Of course. Ah, Ben, how goes the search?
Shut up and follow.
Delightful. Of course I will. Finally taking charge.
Wait, you two can easily find the room where Sparkles is, but in the meantime, Sparkles, you go up to the second floor to meet the scratchy guy.
So I'm gonna keep maintaining my distance so he doesn't see me or feel like he needs to keep running.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna try to be stealthy.
He's just standing there. It's very odd. He's just standing up on this ledge, looking down.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
You can only see the backside of him. So now Ben and Augustus, you are in the same room. You see Sparkles looking up the other guy on this little ledge. And
So do I see or hear them walk in?
you.
So I try to motion to them to not move.
Are you...
I don't move. I'm quite relaxed, actually. Haven't felt this way in a long time. Rejuvenated.
The mood I'm in, I want to throw Augustus at him like a long dart.
You want to yeet me?
All right, we'll strength and athletics for eating.
I look at Sparkles.
Please don't.
I look at Sparkles and I say, "What's the play here? You trying to catch him?"
Wait.
All right, I'll wait.
Something's happening. I don't know what's happening yet, but he just stopped.
I can bring him down if you want.
Patience. Why am I telling you guys to be patient? I really shouldn't be.
I'm patient. I can just sit here all night, do nothing.
Activating prowess.
Okay.
I have a feeling this is going to go south. Preparing. Yeet mode activated.
Yeah. See that there's a lot of cargo boxes and stuff here, and that must be some sort of staging area that they bring into cargo point.
Can I take video with my phone so I get this guy and just the general what's happening? Might be useful for evidence.
Sure.
I'm going to blood boost manipulation for now. It's not just physicals, right? I can boost other attributes as well.
Okay.
All right. Arouse check. Yeah. Well, there you go. Manipulation 4. Perfect.
You're having a hard time getting a good angle on him with the phone. Up on the ledge.
How high is he?
About 10 feet. Not terribly high. There's a ladder up there.
Oh, I don't need the ladder.
That's true.
Anyway, keep an eye on him. I'm gonna move closer so I can hear what's going on.
Certainly.
And try to be quiet.
I'll keep both eyes on him, just in case.
So do you go up there? Or how do
Yes, I'll slowly try to stealthily move up there.
Okay. Patiently and quietly. It's a metal ladder, but you didn't make too much noise. Fairly silent compared to all the noises of the airport. But as you run to the top, it's as if he's vanished. But once you get up there, he's not gone. He's just lying down on the ground.
Wait a minute.
Motionless.
Like someone, like he's dead or passed out.
You don't see any signs of breathing or anything. Completely still.
Did he just fall over? Because I was looking at him the entire time.
Yeah, so was I.
He's no. It's as if once you blinked, he just gone, vanished.
He weeping angeled us?
Yes, the weeping angel.
By dying?
Wait, what is Weeping Angel?
It's
Doctor Who thing, yeah.
It's a
They-
what?
They only move when you blink. Oh, sorry.
Doctor Who, they're these stone-like creatures that can move faster than light, but only when things are not looking at them. So in the time you blink, they approach you like hundreds of feet.
Oh.
So
So I guess we can't blink at these creatures.
Well, this guy used it to die, essentially, so not quite as useful of an ability, but still. He certainly perplexed us, didn't he?
Yeah, that's really weird. I don't know what else to do. This is really strange.
Suppose we can join her up there, don't you agree, Ben?
and as he says that, I leap into the air, landing up on that
Might as
stage.
well.
We're in the middle of an airport.
The dude teleported.
Yes, but you... All right. Well, then I'll just take the escalator up.
Alright. The big clang, 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 clang as the giant Ben just up to the top.
Just going to pretend that didn't happen. He's dead?
He's dead.
Do you know how long is he? Is he cold?
I have a medicine ability. Would that tell me anything?
Sure. Take his vitals, whatever,
Sure.
and make the roll.
So I have to.
Medicine, intelligence.
Did anyone react when... Oh.
I have no clue.
Ooh, you can reroll with willpower.
You can. But right now you might think that he's still alive. Don't worry, he's just sleeping.
Did anyone react when Ben just jumped all the way up there?
Well, you didn't see anybody in this hang at the moment.
Mm.
That's the reason.
So it was,
yes.
a pretty
Careful,
loud
guys.
noise.
He could still be alive. I don't know. I really can't tell.
I mean, we could cause him indescribable pain, and if he doesn't move, then I suppose he's dead.
Sparkles is the worst nurse ever.
He's not any warmer than you are. Though.
Reach down and
So-
break one of his ribs.
Do what? Break the rib? Is that what you said?
Yeah, reach down, break a rib, see if he reacts.
I like his new pen. He's brave.
You hear a snap. You notice that he's not just cold, he's kind of dry.
Oh dear.
Someone used him as a puppet, maybe.
Oh, is he one of your Muppets, Ben?
No, Muppets usually flop around a bit. He's stiff.
Anyways,
sure
maybe
you
we
can-
should take this guy to Mr. Noah, or call Mr. Noah. Because we didn't find what we were looking for, but we found this guy. And who's gonna clean up the mess?
What was he doing? What was he doing before he fell over? Was he searching this trash can?
He was rummaging through trash cans and being very twitchy, and then he like went down the secret passageway, and so Sparkles followed him.
What trash cans? We should go to those immediately. It's quite likely that he might have been dropping things off or getting them.
The trash cans near the food court.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's some bag or like a luggage bag or something I can stuff this dude in to get him to Noah.
Maybe we should
Is it
just
great?
leave him here and call Mr. Noah. Because isn't it bad to move bodies? We shouldn't put our fingerprints on it, probably.
I'm always wearing gloves for that exact reason. But
No,
perhaps
but
you
then
two could...
that means we have to get dirty.
I really want to check out those garbage cans, so I will go do that, and perhaps you can bring his body to Noah while we're waiting. Or bring one of Noah's men here, perhaps even better.
Maybe
Yeah.
call Mr. Noah.
I've
And
got
then I'll
Noah's
go
card.
with
I'll
the
call him.
justice. I'll go with
All
the
right.
justice to go back to the food court.
And I'll stay
Right.
here and kill any witnesses.
We just got a big raid going on in the chat right now.
Cool. Hello. Welcome
Right,
to
so-
Blood City.
Yes.
Um,
Please point out where the garbage cans were, would you? And we'll see what he might have done.
notice that the door into the hangar, it locks way out, so might have to go around.
Oh dear.
It's all up there now.
How much of a detour are we talking about? 10, 15 minutes?
You'll have to walk out onto the flight line, basically,
Oh,
That's
well.
not good.
unless you find
Maybe
a key
we
that
should
works
wait
on this.
for. We should wait for Ben and Noah, maybe. Or
Certainly. Although, with I have a sneaking suspicion that once we've actually reached those garbage cans, it's going to be too late.
it's possible.
So a truck
But
drives
it's-
into the hangar.
I think let's hide.
Sorry? What
Let's
happened?
hide. Let's hide.
A truck is driving into the hangar.
Oh, right.
Well, I'm up by the body, but I'm going to see if I can go sneak to somewhere else and stay out of sight and watch what they do.
I don't really... should we hide? Is there any place for us to hide? We're just standing by a door.
There's a
Well,
bunch
when
of
you can...
crates and stuff around that you guys can probably have
Right.
around.
I'm presumably going to try to hide as well, then. Stealth and...
I think this is more a matter of quick thinking than dex.
Yeah, do
so
a
stealth
wits.
wits?
Yeah, do a
Yeah.
stealth wits.
Alright, then.
Probably not expecting to use, so you don't dash. It's like a thinking where would be a good place to...
Oh dear, sparkles.
But one success is successful, so you don't need to roll compulsion.
No, that's true. That's true.
So what does the beast
They
do?
weren't expecting. That means if you failed, then you would have a compulsion.
Ah. But it was successful.
So what you hear out loud, hey, get these crates in there. We need to do this before anybody sees us. Come on.
Oh.
Start recording on my phone.
Did you ever stop recording?
That's a very...
I don't think so. I think I just let it go.
I'm trying to get a good look of these people. Who might they be?
Gonna have to edit out the Masquerade breaches, but yeah.
You can have them in like a photo album. Favorite moments of 2019.
One's dressed as a customs agent, the other one, standard flight link.
I see. Would any of them happen to be a woman?
No. Actually, let me double check here. Yes, sorry, the customs official.
Oh, of course. I'll just wait until they leave. If they do leave. Hopefully, eventually. Are they dropping boxes off and then leaving, or are they getting boxes?
They're getting boxes, lifting crates. And...
of course. Sparkles. Oh, I can't communicate. Does this seem suspicious at all? This kind of thing. It's a custom agent and someone else.
Seems suspicious to me if they're wanting to hurry along.
Right. Well, we can't really communicate. Sparkles, can you text Ben and ask what he thinks of this?
We need to figure out what's inside the crate.
I agree. Are there any of this? Do the crates look the same, and do they leave any of them behind?
They're unusually shaped green crates, probably around the size of a barrel, but they're square. It looks like they tried to. They just about six of them into their truck. Looks like they're taking a little break because it's heavy or something.
Do I see Ben, and does he see me?
Yeah, if you guys want to be within a line of sight of each other.
I just slowly put my hand in my jacket, and I start pulling out a revolver, and I give him a look like... How am I supposed to interpret that?
Yeah, I haven't done anything yet. I'm thinking of...
Oh, right. I thought you were making a face.
No, he's just like... no, keep it on.
Putting it back.
And what type of truck is it? Is it a Mack truck? We're talking F-150? What are we doing here?
No, it's not quite a Mack truck. It's like a larger truck, something real kind of thing, but it's not for a huge haul. It's just got a bed, standard bed.
Can we see the license plate number?
It's not to have a standard license plate. From your angle.
We really need to find out what's inside the crates. Because otherwise, it could just be a normal shipment or something. I got an idea. Okay.
I got an idea, and it might be stupid.
What's the best kind?
Do it!
Am I... how close am I to that truck?
About 40 feet.
Do it.
Could I chuck my phone, where the crates are?
Sure. You make a good Dex Athletics roll to get it right there, yeah.
Yeah, it's got a nice little armor-plated case. Let's do this. Can I do a browse check real quick? I want to raise my Dex.
Sure.
Oh, we're raising that hunger. Let's do this. Dex. One for the here's the deck. Willpower.
Yeah.
Do it.
We're gonna burn this. And go. Oh my god.
Are you for real? So where does the phone land? Does it land on the ground?
No, you hit the truck and it makes a nice metal clang.
Oh,
what was that?
God. This was not my
I just slowly grab for my gun once again, like...
Something fall? The crates seem pretty solid.
Lordy.
Anybody around here? Asks the female customs officer.
I'm gonna try to remain hidden and see if they'll leave things alone. Oh my god, that roll was horrible.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. You can't re-roll again, right? You can't spend 2 willpower? No.
I don't think you can.
Nope, I don't think so either.
I totally would if I could, but that was legendary. Dear God.
Get out of here. They just start the truck.
All right. We need to follow them. We need to figure something out.
All right. What is it? Is it Death Athletics if we're following up to that? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm definitely not going to do that.
Ben's like motioning, like, throw your phone. Get it in there.
Everyone throw your phone.
Someone get it in there.
I am going to misinterpret that. Can I get onto the truck without them seeing?
Yeah, they just got inside, so maybe if you like...
Perfect. I'm going to try to get onto the truck. I'll bring my gun with me.
Okay.
So, stealth dex or something?
Yeah, roll stealth dex to avoid their sights, but then roll a strength athletics to successfully hoist yourself into a proper spot in the truck. 2 rolls.
You know what? If that's what I'm going to have to roll, I am not going to roll because I have 1 strength and no dots in athletics.
Well, you can always rouse to gain extra dice, too.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to rouse strength. So, here we go. I get another hunger. So, dex stealth, you say. Ah, this is going to go so poorly. That's 2 successes, though.
Successes, yeah.
Is that enough to get by?
Yeah, they're not really looking for you. They're just trying to get out of there.
I got this, guys. I'm doing the thumbs up.
Now do your athletics roll to hoist yourself in.
Yeah, strength. Athletics. 1... I re-roll because I have 2, so I'm re-rolling. Oh. 2 successes.
Yeah.
Seeing him do that, I'm going to fall as well.
You're also jumping in.
Why not?
Sure, same rolls.
Oh my gosh, I guess this is new.
I actually have a potence power. I can do the leap in one go.
So this is stealth and which one?
Stealth dex, right, to get up to it.
Right, yeah. to definitely avoid their line of sight. And then
I'm gonna,
strength athletics to hoist yourself in.
Alright.
Okay, 2 success. And then what was the next one? Strength and...
Athletics to hoist yourself into the truck.
No problem.
Sorry, what, Sparkles?
Okay, 2.
Oh, nice.
You all pull into the truck.
I was like, why did you want us to get onto the truck?
I was like, I didn't want you. I wanted your phone.
At least we have a quick ride out of here. I say let's try to open a crate or something.
Right,
so we can see what's in it so we can get off the truck in case it's not the truck we want to be.
So good news. Good news, bad news. Good news is Ben can reach his phone again. Bad news is that all this extra weight of 3 people jumping onto a truck kind of made them stop. Like they're almost out, and they're like, "What the heck?" And even worse news for them as well is as they were trying to pull out, a bunch of SWAT vans drive right in front of them, cut them off.
No! Oh no! This is terrible. This is the worst outcome.
They're all in the truck. and all these heavily armored individuals with assault weapons come pouring out, telling them to get out, get on the ground. They do either of you take actions when they do that?
I'm going to. I'm telling them. We pretend to be dead. I say, and I just take out the gun. Just pretend.
Oh
It's perfect. It's the only thing we can do, really.
So who's playing dead?
my god.
If any of you.
I can just shoot myself.
You just commit suicide temporarily. Temporary suicide. I
No,
suppose it's something
what I'm
vampires can
saying
do.
What I'm saying is, yes. Oh, sorry, yes.
Since there's 3 of us and we're very suspicious, we should just do as they ask and try to, I don't know, shoot. I don't know. This is a bad idea.
We have to do something now.
Well, I can activate my cloak of shadows and just
That'll
try
only
to.
help you.
Yeah, I know. I should.
Okay, you get out of here, Sparkles. I think I'm going to take my chances with just pretending to be dead and then seeing where that takes me. Do you want to do the honor, or shall I shoot myself?
The honorable way out. Seppuku.
Because I'm really out of ideas. I don't know what to do.
The ironic part is, that's my gun. Oh, Lord.
All right. Well, actually, you know what? I'm sure we can convince them they're mortals. This will work out fine, right?
And who knows, Walter might come and try to save us.
Yes.
This is
So,
a glorious moment.
but the thing that Sparkles is out of here because a 15-year-old just running around in the middle of a drug deal is just going to look bad.
Yeah.
Unlike
15-year-old
us running
lawyer.
around in a drug deal, which is going to look much better. So, why did you? I misunderstood you. It was my fault. I'm very sorry.
So,
I'm just going to sit and wait with my hands held in.
Yep.
Okay.
Hands on the back of the head.
the customs agent and the other person, they're on the ground. They get out, and then they shout, "All of you in the back! All of you out too!"
Of course.
Which is, it's weird that they know you're there.
That is weird.
So you just all
Thank
come
goodness you're here. Yes, thank goodness you're here. So we're going to drive away with us.
So I guess this is out.
Do you
The
have
rest
an
of you come
idea?
out too, the same way. Hands up like he is. Or what? How do you
Wait,
know?
what'd you say?
What did the rest of you do?
I couldn't hear.
No, Sparkles ran away with Cloak of Shadows, didn't she?
Yes.
Cloak
You're,
of
you're
Shadows
invoking
have to
Cloak
be
of Shadows
Oh, so she's hiding in a corner then, right?
Yes.
in the truck.
Hopefully I could jump out before. If not, then I'll just be in a corner in the truck, just
Okay.
sitting
Yeah, because Cloak of
patiently.
Shadows, it's until you move. So if you stay perfectly
Right.
still.
So I'm just gonna stay very.
Yeah, I'm going to answer his question of if I have any idea with, I have one, but we wouldn't be able to return to Chicago.
I quite like it here, so let's just go with the flow.
Let's see what happens.
So Ben, you get out too. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch the whole truck raise.
Yeah. As you get out. So they say, "On your knees, both of you."
Do you have any ideas how expensive this? Very well.
Well, it's not the first time tonight, and I do so.
I just... I don't like doing this at all. I just get down on my knees very slowly.
Ben, that potion of invisibility looks awesome when you.
Yeah.
All right, on your knees. Ben, you're on your knees too.
Yep.
All right, they cuff you. Then one.
There's really no need for that. Right, but carry on. Sorry.
Oh, there's certainly a need for that. And they both take out this strange device that looks like a potato gun, put it right in your chest, and put stakes through your hearts.
Oh, is all I can say before I
Yep.
get staked.
You've never seen anything like that before.
Considering
Like
how
an
many,
auto-staker.
that thing's got some kick to get through me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to have to buy a new suit, but that's fine. That's the least of my problems.
All right,
Sparkles, you're seeing this, of course.
bring it out back. Then one of the agents comes into the back of the truck with a flamethrower. Show yourself now, or be dust.
Eep.
Okay, so I show
Just then you
myself.
realize that these are not SWAT people. Their armor does not have any
Wait,
indication.
what was that? What happened?
Someone is pointing a flamethrower directly into the back of the truck, and you notice that none of their armor is not SWAT. There is no signet on it at all to be law enforcement.
It's V law enforcement?
There's no insignia on their armor.
Oh, it's just a ruse.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna move.
you're not gonna move. Oh no, I'm not saying.
Well, I don't want to be torched either, but would I have initiative?
Yeah, you can do something else. You can jump them or whatever you want to do.
Hold a stake
Run.
for me and let me Hulk smash.
This is not good.
This is not good.
As long
I'm
as you're
not
staying still, they
happy.
can't see you.
That's true. But I want to get out of that situation. So.
Fire bad. Fire very bad.
Gosh. Yeah, fire very bad. So, can I try to like jump behind one of the crates and, well, like I have George and.
He can be a distraction. Just throw him at him. Oh,
You got a gun in George?
Okay.
Yeah, you can try to shoot him. Jump behind the crate as cover and do a little firefight in the back of the truck. That's what you want to do.
I like George.
Yes, pew pew.
There's a reason.
Policemen. They're not real policemen, and they speak my friends.
Yeah, sure. Go do a composure plus firearms plus
Oh my
composure.
god.
Take aim and try to shoot this flamethrower. This flamethrower wielding hunter.
So composure and what?
Firearms.
Okay.
How much do you have?
Enough. We have faith in her.
Okay.
Ooh, yes. Yay. Hopefully.
2 plus. What's your firearm? Probably about 2 extra damage.
Yes, 2 firearms.
Alright, that hits him for sure.
That'd be 5 ag, wouldn't it?
Center mass. His armor's pretty substantial though. Knocks him back so that he doesn't get a clear shot of you with the flamethrower. But another one of these soldiers knocks out the window in the back. Now that you're moving, he can see you, and he takes a nice blast at you with a shotgun.
Oh, that'll hurt.
Oh, no.
Practically point blank.
Oh god.
Oh,
My sparkles.
it's +4.
Yep.
Oh god.
For 11. You get hit for 11.
Oh my god. Why are all the NPCs in this game so damn good?
Which
that-
it's halved. So that's like,
6?
That's
Is
6.
it rounded down?
Is it rounded up or down? I can never remember.
When it comes to damage, I believe it's rounded down.
Rounded down?
Yeah.
All right.
How much health do you have?
That puts her at
I
1
have
left.
6 health.
Yeah. So she
Yeah, she has
takes
5
5.
ag, 1 super.
Oh dear.
That's not good. I don't think I could do anything else other than, I don't know, give up. Because there's no way I can escape or anything, not after being hit like.
I think this is a cinematic thing where you gotta be taken.
So, Flamethrower Man stands back up. He was kind of knocked back, not on his ass, but he gets his bearings again. I said get out, or I will torch you.
Oh, well, I've already been shot, so I put my hands up and I'm like.
All right, you get cuffed. They cuff George just in case. And you receive a stake as well.
It's a good thing this character doesn't have stake bait.
Yeah, no joke. I actually contemplated that.
That would have been painful and permanent.
A week later, you're going to wake up at Black Site 24.
Oh, there's a
I love sightseeing.
For those of you not aware, Black Site 24 is an excellent score sheet from Chicago by Night, a upcoming product very soon, actually.
That's much of what we showed today. Our products or stories, mostly from Chicago by Night, a little bit from Chicago Folio. Some of the plot lines were from Chicago Folio. Great products to purchase and use for your stories. Please buy them.
Yep.
Please do. They're excellent.
Special thanks to Matthew Dawkins.
Yes, thank you, Matthew. And thank you, Onyx Path, for hosting our show. And I believe that will conclude our session. Next time we will explore Black Site 24 and figuring out what that means, being captured, injured.
Thank you.
And good night. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Good one.